Welcome back to the Titanium Hangar. Yo, Joe, everybody. This is Mindset. I want to talk to you about some G.I. Joe classified reveals. Now, this was kind of a surprise to me. I was surprised they even revealed all this right now. But we're going to go through all these. I'm going to talk about each one of them and tell you my thoughts on them. And I got to say, yet another pretty good round of reveals coming from Hasbro. We'll talk about Super 7 revealing some repaints. They are. We'll talk about this and more coming up. So the first one on the list, and one that I'm looking forward to coming from Super 7, but now it's coming from Hasbro, and I'm thinking it's pretty close to animation accurate. Got that vest on it, that kind of stuff. But I am excited for Doc. Doc was one of my favorite characters as a kid, and I just thought he was just really cool, and I don't know why. And oddly enough, I didn't realize it, but his weapon wasn't really a gun, even as a kid in the vintage line, and these aren't really guns or flare guns. So anyhow, let's get into talking about what his pack out is, what kind of stuff he comes with. Carl Doc Greer is a 6-inch scale Doc figure. Comes with a full first aid kit, 11 character-inspired accessories, including foldable stretcher that attaches to the figure's back, alternative gloved hands, medical bag, removable pouches, and holster, helmet, and his iconic green tinted glasses. He's ready to patch up his fellow Joes. But with that, I just want to get that chest armor, whatever he's got going on there, that first aid kit. I want to get that off of him. I'm pretty sure it's removable. Get that off of him, because that's how I would display it. I would not display him with that on there. That would just stay in the box. And then I do like the stretcher. I do like that it folds in half. One of the problems of having the vintage one is just like a big long piece of plastic. In fact, this folds up, and it's a little bit easier to handle. I think that's a really good idea. It's a smart move on their behalf of Hasbro. I don't know about the helmet though. I really would like to just have a solid helmet to put on him, not that little strap on the chin strap. I would like a more classic helmet, but a lot of people have kind of guessed he's probably going to be one on the retro list down the road. Finally, they're showing us Torch, which is a necessity when it comes to the Dreadnoks, and I don't think they let us down. I would say it feels like he doesn't have much with him, but with the flame effects, I think it's a necessity at this day and age, this point in time, to have some effects with it, and that's really awesome. This is going to be a really cool figure. Now, his accessories include a flamethrower, fuel tank backpack, connecting hose, 2 weapon accessories, and multiple flame effects. Pop open grape soda, throw on a cold slither album, and ready your fire extinguisher for the Dreadnought Torch figure. They write some fun stuff, I guess, in this, but anyhow, I think it's a great looking figure. I like his vest. I like his glasses. I like the way they did his face, his hair. This is probably the best one they've done so far. I also like Monkey Wrench. So in my mind, him and Monkey Wrench are very similar, stylized, just different color vests and kind of stuff. I look forward to the Monkey Wrench figure too. This dude looks cool. It's going to finish the trio. Really awesome. And I'm glad they're putting it out. And when we get into Super 7, I'm going to tell you why I still collect Classified, even though I still kind of like Super 7 more. But I mean, we're talking about, this is the reason I'm still collecting Classified. They're putting out figures like this. Now we're getting into Nagahide, and this is one of those ones that as a kid, I didn't like this figure. As adult collector, I really like this figure. I like it because it really does kind of break up. It's so different looking than most of the other Dreadnoks, and it's really cool. A really cool figure. He comes with 2 pets, so obviously he's going to be a deluxe figure at the $45 price range. Probably $45, hopefully not more. A Warthog and a Macacu. I don't know, Macu. I don't know what that thing is, but it's like a little monkey. And then, so I had to look that up. They're called macaques. Okay, so anyway, moving on with this guy. He has 16 accessories, includes a bow, a quiver, arrows, 2 knives, a machete with wrist attachment, and a slouch hat, sniper case, weapon accessory. And I gotta say, he's packed with a lot. He looks good. $45 price point's a bit steep. I would have liked to have had him at a lower price, but to get his animal in there and all that kind of stuff, then that's kind of what you'd have to expect of this character. So yeah, I'm excited that he's getting made. Next up is Jinx figure, and I don't know, I think they did okay with her. She looks alright. I don't know, I'm a little let down in a way, but I'm okay. I'll be alright, don't worry, I'll be okay. But with that, she contains 7 character-inspired accessory pieces, including an alternate masked head, alternate hands, katana, scabbard, a spear, a blindfold to recreate her iconic training scene from G.I. Joe the movie. And with that, it works, it gets the job done. But Jinx is one of my favorite vintage figures also. I really did like that character. I like the figure probably more than the character, but still kind of treated her as a Red Ninja back in the day. And with this one, I guess she'll be alright. And she kind of still has that feel of Blue Ninja and all those other ones, but I guess it'll work. So now we're getting into the Night Creeper, and this is one that when they had the $10 Night Creepers, I bought a few, and then I found a few more for $5, so I don't even know how many I have, like 4 or 5, maybe 6, of the $5 cheap ones that have no articulation, and they're short. But this guy here looks way better. But I actually think if you had like an army of the cheap ones behind one of these, then that would make for a nice looking little army display, and you could make it work. You could cheat it, but yeah, it looks good. It's everything you'd expect for a modernized version of a G1 character, and yeah, with the 2 swords and his crossbow and all that kind of stuff. So he has his alternate head, his alternate knife hand, his shuriken wielding hands, his 2 swords, 2 daggers, crossbow, bolt, quiver, and they do expect. They say right here to troop build this guy. So I wonder if they're going to build this in higher quantities or produce it in higher quantities. Would be interesting to know, interesting to find out. But cool looking character, and would be cool looking to see several of them on a shelf. So next up, we've got the Tiger Force 2-pack, which is kind of just some repaints here. So this is Tripwire and Roadblock, and Tripwire comes with his Minesweeping Robot and additional Roadblock with his 9 accessories with an ammo belt, a helmet, tripod, and is finally paired with his signature weapon accessory. Finally getting his signature weapon accessory. So they've known this was a situation that we wanted corrected for a while now. Finally get it corrected, but it's pretty cool. Not everybody's going to be in on these. I will probably be in on them, but it is kind of a tough pill to swallow. And as a 2-pack, I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things. I don't like the 2-packs scenarios, but at least they'll be open box to be able to see the figure and the character and all the accessories and all that kind of stuff. But I am starting to wonder, will this be an exclusive somewhere, or is this going to be a widespread release? Will this be the beginning of a widespread release of the Tiger Force and Python Patrol? Will it be Target exclusive? Will it be exclusive somewhere else? So those questions have yet to be answered. So next up, we're getting into the Super 7 stuff. The reason I still collect G.I. Joe Classified, even though I like Super 7 designs and styles more, because I just don't think Super 7 is going to make all the characters, and there's going to be a lot of stuff that Classified makes, comes and goes, and if I decide to pick it up down the road, it will be expensive. So I pre-order everything, at least get one of the Hasbro, and then I get one of everything Super 7. Getting into these repaints, I'm not really fond of what they're doing with these repaints. They look cool, they're great, but I'm not pre-ordering any of these, but I would pick them up if they were on sale. So with that said, let's take a look at each one of these. And this is the Baroness. So Baroness inspired by the Deke cartoon, I believe. Deke cartoon, is that what it is? In a dark blue. She has 1 neutral head, 1 alternative smirk head, which I like that smirk. 4 interchangeable hands, 2 extra fists, 2 extra pistol grip hands, a holster belt pistol rifle, Dragonfire Cobra badge, a rifle, let's see, the Dragonfire headdress, Cobra Commander, as a snake. I was a man. So yeah, there's different accessories. That's interesting. Now moving on to Lady J, and I believe this is inspired by the D cartoon also, but with all of this, it is 3 interchangeable heads, 1 neutral, 1 flight head, 1 focused head, 8 interchangeable hands, 2 extra fists, 2x javelin hands, 2x open hands, rifle grip, pistol grip, 1 rifle accessory, spear javelin, rocket javelin, quiver, knife, canteen. I gotta tell you, I think everybody's pretty much Lady J'd out at this point. I know I am. I don't really want more Lady J's. I kind of like the interesting, cool color of her costume, though, but not for $55. Next up, we have the Scarlet in purple, and that looks pretty cool. And I think she's a cool-looking figure, but I really just want the classic one, and I'll be done. I don't need a bunch of Scarlets. I'm sure some people do. She does come with 3 interchangeable heads, 1 neutral, 1 smiling, 1 headset head, 2 extra fists, 2 grip rifle grip hands, 2 pistol grip hands, 2 fighting hands, and then the actual accessories: pistol holder, rifle, knife, holster, grenade, knife, credit card, and an extra set of forearms. An extra set of forearms? I don't see it in there. So now I went to BBTS to pre-order the G.I. Joe Classifieds. All they had were the Super 7s up, so I'm not really sure the date that they go live with the pre-orders for the Classifieds. But I really wouldn't worry about it because it seems like there's plentiful amounts of places with plentiful supply of all the classified stuff, so it doesn't seem like it's a problem. Same thing with Super 7. It seems like there's no trouble at all sniping down some Super 7 or the G.I. Joe Classifieds, especially in 2024 with collecting going. Like, it seems like there's less people in it after it, but I also feel like companies are producing less. Always remember that companies are producing less. So anyway, these are some solid reveals. I'm pretty pleased with pretty much every figure. I think it's a good, decent selection. There's nothing here that I think is a bad idea or a bad figure at all, and really nothing that I really truly want to pass on. So I kind of want to pick all these up. Don't know if I'd get them all right away. The Tiger Force ones I might wait on, but the rest of them I definitely pre-order from BBTS when they pop up, simply because it makes it easy to cancel. Pulse is probably $1 cheaper than BBS on these, but I'm curious what you guys think. How many people are in on this? How many are excited for it? How many think that Classified is still going in the right direction? They're doing the right things with this toy line? Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and Tadir Hanger out.